So it looks like Ubisoft came to their senses looking at Yasuke's situation, releasing in Black History Month, and they said, you know what, let's just push this another month and push it to March. What's up, everybody? It's JayViper. I've got a few things to go over with this story. Let's get to it right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in all.
So John F. Trent's going to bring this to us from Fandom Pulse. Ubisoft delays Assassin's Creed Shadows to March after spending an extra 20 million euros. So that was about a 4-month delay. That means they're going to add around maybe another 5 million. We'll see if there's any numbers that actually come out on that. We're not sure, of course. I'm just assuming. Ubisoft announced it's delaying Assassin's Creed Shadows another month after it previously delayed the game from November to February. In a post on the official Assassin's Creed X account, Assassin's Creed executive producer Mark Alice Code stated, so here you can see it's the official account, and let's check it out. I tell you one thing, Ubisoft has to be getting sick of these announcements and these red freaking announcement they keep having to post about this game. It's just issue after issue, whether it's apologizing for misstepping and stomping all over Japanese culture, but then at the same time saying we get to make up our game however we want, even though we're saying that we're being absolutely true to the culture when they're not, and they were basically lied to and then are spreading crazy lies through the game. Just absolutely insane. If you haven't seen all this, check out Smash JT, Hypnotic, them. They went over it in great detail. I went over it a little bit as well, but they have some crazy videos on it, so definitely check those out. But they have to be getting sick of that. And of course, then there's the delay, and it's just, you know, conference after conference. It's getting old. It's getting old. They must be sick of it. Anyway, this is what he has to say. Dear players, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to our incredible fans and dedicated teams for your unwavering support since our announcement in September to further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. Unwavering support. I mean, I think everyone said, yeah, you need to delay this game because of the disaster, but a lot of people want them to rewrite a lot of things. Some people were even saying remove Yasuke entirely or make him some unlockable character in like New Game Plus or something. Get him out of here, he doesn't belong. Because truth is, he doesn't belong there. Especially if you're trying to say he's a historical character for Japan. Because Japan has said, what the F are you talking about? He doesn't belong. Since November, we've been thrilled to share our progress through the gameplay overviews, and overwhelming excitement has truly inspired us. What are they smoking? Each week has brought valuable feedback from our community. While we've already made remarkable strides, we believe a few additional weeks are needed to implement that feedback and ensure an even more ambitious and engaging day one experience. In other words, they still have a lot of bugs. This thing was supposedly feature ready when they delayed it, but of course the term feature ready is a playful term that really means it's ready for beta. That's what feature ready is. Most betas are feature ready. They have all the pieces that are needed to play the game, but there's still bugs throughout. And that's pretty much, let's be honest, how Outlaw is released. Accordingly, the new release date is March 20th, 2025. We remain committed to delivering a high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and development teams. We know you're eager to learn more about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're excited to share that more updates will be coming your way very soon. This is interesting because this comes 2 days after they showed off the parkour, which a lot of people were like, yo dog, like that's just Assassin's Creed. Like the parkour was just Assassin's Creed. I mean, we've had this parkour for quite some time. It looks fine. It's parkour. It's Assassin's Creed. But, I mean, they weren't really showing us anything truly new, I felt. So with this, let's do the fun thing. Let's go check out some comments. Smash JT, this is not a game. It's DEI propaganda. Savvy. A team of 3,000 is trying to impress gamers with jumping animations. Let me impress you with my closed wallet technique. That is impressive, Savvy. Nicely done. Kata, they called me a madman. Oh, yes. So this delay, by the way, this is something that I've said on X a few times where I'm like, this is just a placeholder because they said February 14th, 2025. They just put that out there right away. I'm like, this isn't real. This is a placeholder date. I feel like March 20th is going to be the date it actually releases. I think we're pretty much done with delays at this point. I think that's release date. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think March 20th is it? Do you think it's getting pushed further? And do you think they're making any story changes? It keeps getting delayed, LMAO. Just cancel it. No one wants to play this racist garbage game. Pirate Nation, just cancel it. No Black History Month release? I'm disappointed you in Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft. Oh, Hypnotic on Hypnotic Live channel. Oh, look at this. And John Delarose, I've called this since early on that it wouldn't be out in February like they said. I think it will be delayed even further. And Master of the TDS, not actually surprised by this. So pretty much it looks like people are just like, cancel it. No one wants to play this. Nobody wants to play your game. Go woke, go broke. I mean, holy crap. Is anyone, no one is eager? Did you change to an actual Japanese protagonist? Oh my gosh, is there anything? February? Yeah. Hello, that's a good reason to delay right there. So yeah, looking through this, just not really seeing a lot of hype. Oh, it's always good to give things more polish. Hope we get a great polished title on launch. There's somebody. Good job, Synth Potato. The first positive comment that I can find. My goodness. So yeah, this is just getting roasted right now. And you know what? Honestly, rightfully so. I mean, they really put their foot in their mouth trying to say how they were sticking to Japanese culture. And then all the Japanese people were like, yo, like, you can't even put the rice fields in the right place. Like, these trees are blooming. Why are they blooming at this time of year? That's not when they bloom. And they were stealing art and, like, things like that and symbols and putting them on flags. And it was just, like, a whole mess. And, of course, the person who they are referencing for the historical side of things, turns out the book he wrote is based on a Wikipedia page that he himself wrote. I think that's kind of a bad look, bro. And of course, Assassin's Creed Shadows, you know, Ubisoft completely, they don't know any of this is happening and they're just caught by surprise. Like, you know, you got to watch out who you're hiring, some random dude on the internet. Why would you hire some white rando historian to tell you how Japanese culture was, whatever? I promise you, there's Japanese historians in Japan who could have done that for you and been like, yo, no, not Yasuke. But I think the reason they chose him, let's be honest, was from the whole George Floyd situation. We already know that they really wanted a black protagonist, and then that's why they latched on to Yasuke from that whole situation. 2020 really pushed the envelope for that. So let's read a little more of the Fandom Pulse article, then we're going to check out what people are saying about the delay on X. And I also want to check out the Ubisoft stock price because that is an interesting thing. It's doing kind of what you'd expect, right? Furthermore, the company revealed we are departing from traditional season pass model, which to me never made sense in Assassin's Creed. I didn't like that model. I did not partake in that model ever. All players will be able to enjoy the game at the same time on February 14th, and those who pre-order the game will be granted the first expansion for free. So obviously this is now March 20th, and you get a free expansion. And of course, the game will mark the return of our new releases on Steam day one. As we all know, Outlaws is enjoying an incredible amount of people now playing on Steam because it finally went to Steam late. Unfortunately, it came a little late and people not that excited, as you can see by these numbers. So this is where Guimont confirmed the 20 million that they were going to spend on development, and of course now it's going to March. So my thing is that was 4 months extra development, 20 million. So if there are another month, that might be another 5, but that's just guessing. So a Brazilian YouTuber, TVPH, so this is what he got from a source. The game is buggy, which is something that is traditional to the Assassin's Creed series, right? Especially when they're making this transition in internal technology. Assassin's Creed Unity was very dramatic. Assassin's Creed Origins also had a lot of problems at the time of launch. I remember that, it did. But I still feel like Origins was pretty good. Assassin's Creed Shadows also offers a change in internal technology within the game that was most likely causing these bugs. So my understanding with this is that they have a lot of new developers that really are having a hard time with the technology. So they have some pretty much green people working there that aren't ready for this kind of challenge, and it's a huge setback. They are learning on the job. So what are people saying about the game delay? Here's Smash JT. As expected, Ubisoft has delayed Assassin's Creed Shadow once again, this time to March. They got the memo that Black History Month Yasuke released wouldn't land as smoothly as they hoped. Yeah, for real. I also understand they're getting rid of the hip-hop music that's associated with Yasuke scenes because it was tone deaf. They took an internal poll at Ubisoft and pretty much everyone said the same thing, get rid of it. Which makes me wonder, how did that get in there in the first place if everyone was against it? Hypnotic says Assassin's Creed Shadows being delayed yet again, this time to March 2025. Maybe they realized the terrible optics of releasing Shadows during Black History Month. I can't repost the actual post because Assassin's Creed main account has me blocked. At this point, Ubisoft, just take the damn tax write-off. Wow, they have him blocked. That's crazy. I mean, this guy's not even blocked by Compulsion Games, and Smash JT and me both are. So this is impressive. I wonder what I can do to get blocked from Assassin's Creed. Not much, since I'm banned right now on X, which kind of sucks. We'll be back in 5 days, though. Now, Kate has a couple things to say about it. He's got some skin in the game. Remember, he had the viral post that went where he was saying, like, how Yasuke doesn't belong, and pretty much people destroyed him in racist ways. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing in real time. Anyway, he has this to say. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a complete mess, and Ubisoft knows it. That's what happens when more than half of your team has never made a game before. This is what I was talking about just a little bit ago. They have so many people that are so green, they don't even know how to make the game or work with the technology. That is just mind-boggling to me. And he also has this to say, they're 100% decreasing Yasuke's role and giving Naoi more screen time, which personally, I think that is the right way to go if that is indeed the case, because she is far more interesting to me than Yasuke. Now, just as a slight tangent, Grum's posted this about from Jeff Knightley. Ubisoft today confirmed that leading advisors have been hired to look at transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to extract the best value for stakeholders. And Grum says this means they're looking for an out. Advisors like this determine if the studio should be sold, division spun out, or IPs sold. Personally, what I think is going to end up happening is they're going to start selling IPs off. And I also want to bring out an oldie but a goodie. The resemblance is uncanny. This was so funny. This happened live on his stream, and then he posted it. And of course, people lost their minds. They lost their minds. They lost them. They were gone. The minds, they were gone. It was crazy. But this lives in their head for eternity. With that being said, let's check out the stock price. So this is the last year of Ubisoft. As you can see, it hasn't been a great year compared to their last 5. But it had this deep dive in September, October, as Assassin's Creed Shadows was coming. And of course, it just leveled out, waiting for an Assassin's Creed release. Now today, guess what time they announced the delay? Gee, maybe right around here? So they're currently sitting at 12.33 right now. This is a really bad number, especially historically, where you look at them and they had a high right here of like 94.44. It's down to 12. That is so low. And the last time I really talked about Assassin's Creed was July. It was 19.5 back then. It has only gone down. I mean, that's almost 40% of its capital. So with Ubisoft, they just closed down X-Defiant. They have this delay going on. They are losing developers that are walking out. Ubisoft is in some major trouble. And it doesn't start and stop with Shadows. They need Shadows to be such a huge hit. And it's just not going to be. There's no way that this game's going to save this company. The only thing it can do is make it worth a little more money. But I think the most likely outcome is that it's going to hurt Ubisoft further. And that is if they don't sell it before Shadows releases. Anyway, that's all I have with this. It's just so much with Ubisoft. There's so many ins and outs. There's so many things going on with Shadows. It's like a never-ending drama farm from Ubisoft. They can't get it together so bad, it almost feels like it's on purpose, does it not? Let me know what you think is going to happen with Shadows. Do you think it releases in March? Do you think Ubisoft's still together when it's time to release? Does it release at all? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I got today. Don't forget to like the video if you like it, hit subscribe, and then hit that notification bell, and I can see you on the next one. Love you, man, and peace. Bye, everybody!
Owning every game.